Now, the rest of the story.
All right, welcome back. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about running the cows through the chute. I have no idea when we're running them through. I haven't even called the vet yet, but to be honest with you, I'm going to be too busy on the day we run these guys through to really be too concerned about filming anything. So nothing against you guys, but it's hectic running cows to the chute. Not so much these guys, but the beef calves. I'm not looking forward to the steers and heifers, or the bulls and heifers. As far as the Holsteins go, if you guys want to know what it's like to be around Holstein cattle, this is the pen that we're putting everybody into, if you guys can see that. These guys in particular, they're going to be getting drenched or a pour on for worms and whatever else, and the Bulbous Shield Gold and One Shot. Now the thing is, I didn't lock these guys in. I mean, if you guys can see that over there, the gate's open. This is Holsteins in general. They're curious. They're curious animals. And that's exactly what they're doing. They were all right in here. If you guys saw my live stream the other day, they were all right in here when we were trying to work, because we opened the gate up and the first thing they do is they have to investigate it. All right, we already got the catching tub set up. And the way that I tried to set this up is we're gonna have the cattle out in here where the cattle currently are, by their own choice. I didn't do it. And we're gonna have this gate open up, and I'm gonna run them around in here along the wall here. I'll be able to shut this gate. I'm gonna get a chain so I can chain it shut. But the plan is, if you guys can kind of see this, the plan is it kind of narrows it up so that way they can't quite see the chute, but they come in if I'm coming right behind them, and then as they run in, I can grab this handle and I can shut the door right away. And once they're in here, they're done. There is only one exit. This catching tub, when my dad bought it, the guy said in his experiences with these catching tubs, what is even the name on it anymore? Oh, it's a Stronghold. That the guy that sold these said in his experiences he's only heard of one animal ever getting out, as far as being able to even get out, and that was a 2,000-pound bull. And I guess what happened was they were semen testing him, and they ran him through the first time, checked him, and they were going to wait a couple hours, and they were going to check him again. Well, the bull really didn't take too kindly to that, and they said what he ended up doing is he jumped the side. He didn't clear it entirely, but he got, for the most part, over about a third of his body over it, and they said he was able to rock it, and he ended up tipping the whole thing up on its side. So that would have been a very hectic ordeal to actually see that. So where I'm standing right now, Ryan already went through and pushed up all of the old hay and everything, so we actually have a nice place to work. The plan is we're going to have the chute. The vet is bringing his cattle chute. We'll set it up right here, so when we do whatever we got to do to the cows, when we let them out, they can come out. I'm going to have this gate still here too to kind of deflect them, because you get the right cattle, especially like the steers and the feeder calves. I've seen them where they come out of that like a rocket and they shoot straight ahead. So having something here that can kind of take the brunt of the hit. Then we're going to have the gate open, and we're going to let them leave the gate open so they can go right back down to the steer lot on their own. That's what cattle tend to do, especially when you do stuff like that to them, especially the bulls. The bull calves they're going to be feeling it once they go through this chute, let's just say that much. They won't be bulls anymore. So typically what they're going to do is they try to get as far away from you as they can. So once you get the initial rush of coming out of the chute, ricocheting off this, and if we leave the gate open where they can get down back to the lot on their own, I'm feeling pretty confident that they will be able to do that. These 2 gates here, what we actually set these up for, because we're going through and running through 3 different groups of cattle. We're running through the Holsteins last, and this just so happens to be where the Holsteins are going to go, which is temporary, and it'll keep them back out of the way. It'll allow us to get in here with the cattle chute, and then the plan is we're going to run through the steers and heifers first. Once we get through the steers and heifers, they're going to be getting the same shots. They're going to be drenched, castrated as far as the bulls go. They're going to get tagged, and shots, drenched, tagged, castrated. And once we get done with the steers and heifers, we're going to run in my brother's cows. If you guys have seen enough of them here lately, maybe you haven't. Ryan's got those, I want to say 30-35 head of cows that he needs to run through. The cows are going to get poured, and that's it. And Ryan's going to go through, yank out, cut out their old tags or cut them off, and then he's going to tag them with his colors, with his numbers. Around here, the numbers are purely for identification purposes. Really, the big thing we strive to do between Dad, Ryan, and myself is we try to make sure that all of our cattle have our colors in them. Ryan is pink and red, Dad is green and yellow, and I am blue and white. I don't have a whole lot of blue and whites around here. I do have some Holsteins in there that are blue. Got a couple I got to re-tag, and then I got a little calf at the farm yet. It's 3 months old that I got to bring over here yet. But gotta go. Talk to you guys later. All right. Oh, you're gonna have to pardon the wind. I think my microphone should pretty well help with that. Thought you guys would want to see my little 3-month-old addition to the cattle operation. So should we say? The story on this guy is I had a chance to pick him up, so I picked him up. So I guess his name is Leon. He's 3 months old. He is weaned off. Hasn't had any shots yet though. I say he liked me like 2 hours ago. I don't know what his problem is. If I wait here long enough, he'll probably come back. But as far as do we do anything with dairy anymore, as far as what we do in terms of dairy cattle, what I have behind me is pretty well it. We have no desire to go back to milking cows. I've made that abundantly clear. But every once in a while, either we raise calves in the barn here, or we have a chance to pick up the random weaned calf, which is exactly what we did here. I do have, I think 3 Holstein, well, he makes it 4 Holstein calves. Not something I'm making a big deal out of as far as raising a bunch of Holstein feeders. Holsteins are good up till about feeder weight, and then they require a lot more energy to get them up to finished weight. So typically around here, when there are Holsteins around, that's really what they get is they get corn, feed, mineral, whatever, up until the 500-600 pound range, and then we take them at feeder weight to the sales barn. That's what's going to happen with this guy. I would maybe put him at the 150, 200, I'd say around the 200 pound average range. As far as when he's going to be going down the road, along with those other ones of mine, more than likely, because at the beginning of this video you saw that we had the catching chute all set up, he's going to get thrown into the truck. We're going to take him out and put him in with the rest of the Holsteins, and he's going to be run through the chute with everybody else. He's going to get a different tag because orange isn't anybody's tag around here. And then he'll get my tag in him, he'll get his shots, he'll get poured, and then he's going to get built up on grain. Actually, he's pretty close to full feed as it is. The rest of our steers, the Holsteins and the beef calves, are all on full feed, but I don't know if we can't. Come here, Junior. If he'll let me walk up to him again or not. Because Holsteins are pretty inquisitive, but he's pretty new to the operation. He's only been here for about 4 hours. Come here. Come here. And if you guys know me at all my new subscribers, I like the red cattle. I like red Angus cows, beef cattle. So that does kind of translate into the red and white Holsteins. I just think they look nicer. I mean, that's really as far as it goes. I don't think there's anything as far as the meat quality or the temperament or anything else like that. Black Angus, red Angus, Hereford. Personally, I just like the color. That's one of those things where it simply just comes down to I like it just because I can. So he's gonna have a pretty easy summer. We're getting out of the winter weather. He'll be on corn and either some nice clean bedding. I don't think he'll be seeing much grass. He might, I'm not sure. And basically he'll be living it up until about September. I was kind of thinking about when I would be dumping the rest of the Holsteins that I currently have. And looking at them, it looks like it'll be a nice little load of 4, load of 5. Gosh, I guess I won't know for sure how many I have until we go run through the chute. But yeah, I don't know. I need to start getting a little bit more aggressive in my cattle numbers. With the beef cattle, myself, I need to probably try to at least buy something as far as some beef cows or buy some beef heifers. I kind of have my foot in the door on some potentially for later on this summer, early fall, but it all depends whether or not that falls through or not. So, all right, everybody, that's Leon, at least for the time being. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Take it easy. Keep in touch. It's not that late, actually. It's just that it's starting to cloud up. And I have about 2 or 3 other jobs I want to go do yet. So, until tomorrow night, I'll see you then.